On CNN, they're going to discuss Obama's foreign policy, and this is in the wake of Obama and Michelle actually commenting on the kidnapped Nigerian girls. This has been a huge story recently. Of course, they were kidnapped by the terrorist group Boko Haram, and Obama even decided to send a team to Nigeria. He's sending a team of law enforcement officials and army officials to Nigeria to find the girls. But keeping that in mind, listen to how they discuss that fact.
Using the hashtag #BringBackOurGirl, signed MO Michelle Obama, signifying she wrote the tweet herself. You know, what's so interesting about this, guys, is it's as if it's just the couple next door talking about how much they wish they could do something, and not the guy with the most powerful military in the world under his command and his wife. Why the sense of futility?
Well, in many ways, what they are doing is projecting the limits, or his own limits, on U.S. power right now. But what the administration says is that for weeks they've been offering support to the Nigerian government. It's only this week that they realize that this really is a problem. And look, that there are teams from the State Department, Pentagon, FBI that will be on the ground within days, and the challenge now is really going to be about tracking.
Yeah,
and I think the challenge that this president has, and is in some ways created for himself, is this perception of weakness. You had him say that the Obama doctrine a couple of weeks ago was this idea of hitting singles, hitting doubles. Every once in a while, you hit a home run. So you imagine that this is only going to underscore a lot of the criticism that people have had of him, which is that there is this sort of shrinking of the American footprint and a shrinking of this idea that America is this indispensable nation.
And there are those, as you know, in the human rights community as well as conservatives who say, you know, the limits that you're setting, you are setting.
Right.
We could be doing more to help the children in Syria.
And especially all the more profound that he was making that statement last night at a Shoah Foundation fundraiser for around the Holocaust. But even the First Lady's tweet, "Bring back our girls," that's already been tweeted out over 1 million times over the last few weeks.
So a little late to the...
Yeah, they're very late to this groundswell of sort of, Twitter activity and Twitter activism.
That's embarrassing. That entire conversation was a joke. They're criticizing Obama and Michelle Obama because they're behind on their Twitter game? Oh, they came to support the kidnapped little girls in Nigeria, but they did it a day too late, so let's attack them for that. Is this really the conversation that you're having on CNN, the supposed most trusted name in news? Is that news? Is that news? Is that your political analysis, guys? You know, I'm of the opinion that Obama is usually very quick to do the right thing on Twitter. What do you guys think? Well, in my opinion, on this issue, he was slow to respond on Twitter, and she was slow to respond on Twitter. They're behind, you know. I mean, over 1 million people tweeted before them. They wonder. They sit there and they wonder, wow, online news is growing really fast. Alternative media and new media is growing really fast, and we're shrinking like there's no tomorrow. I can't figure out why that is. Could it be because you have dumb fucking conversations like this? But I'm not even getting mad at the thing that made me most pissed off there. Okay, what made me most pissed off? Did you hear the conversation before that? They said, oh, this is the problem of Obama's perception of weakness, his foreign policy right now. And he's, quote, shrinking America as an indispensable nation. Quote, we could be doing more. So do you understand what's happening here? They're having a conversation about how Obama is weak, as they also give the news that Obama decided to send a team to Nigeria to get the captured girls. So wait, let me understand this properly. If he sends the team to Nigeria to get the captured girls, to get the kidnapped girls, he's weak. If he doesn't send them, he's weak. If he gets the weapons out of Syria, which he did, by the way, let's not forget that, and the UN talks about that ad nauseum, he's weak. If he doesn't get the weapons out of Syria, he's weak. If he sends troops to Ukraine, which he's done, if he does sanctions on Russia, which he's done, he's weak. If he doesn't do those things, he's weak. So what do you guys want him to do? What do you want him to do? Because they say he's weak no matter what. Hey, man, you sent the troops to Nigeria. You must be weak. But wait, wouldn't not be sending the troops to Nigeria supposedly weak? And by the way, I don't even agree with that. What do you want? Oh, hey man, you should have gotten involved in Syria, gotten in the middle of that civil war, toppled Assad, and then jihadists would have filled the power vacuum. Why didn't you get involved over there? That's what you consider strength? See, my point is, it doesn't matter what he does. He's always going to be called weak. He gets involved in Nigeria, he's weak. He doesn't, he's weak. He goes to Ukraine, he's weak. He doesn't, he's weak. He goes to Syria, he's weak. He doesn't, he's weak. So there's you're not defining anything he does as, oh, he's being strong here. So killing Osama bin Laden, apparently that's not strong. Getting Gaddafi, apparently that's not strong. Doing drone strikes, continuing that, apparently that's not strong. Continuing too many Bush policies with NSA spying and stuff like that, that's not strong. Trying to stay in Afghanistan another 11 fucking years, like we spoke about recently, how they tried to stay there longer, that's not strong. Keeping the 900 military bases, that's not strong. Look, this is why everybody is getting sick and tired of CNN and cable news and all that stuff, because those aren't serious people having a serious conversation. You know, I like to think if you tune into this show, I don't use vague terms like, I think this policy is weak or strong. No, I tell you, here's the policy they're doing. This is the specific policy they're doing. Here's why I think it's wrong. Here's what I would do instead. And I try to go into details. In other words, I try to treat you like you're not a fucking idiot, because you're not an idiot. That's fucking, I mean, it's like they're looking down on you. They're condescending. I think it's weak, and I think it's strong, and blah, blah, blah. Well, actually, they never think it's strong. But again, what is strong to them? Well, he should have invaded Ukraine. He should have invaded Syria. He should have sent more troops to Nigeria. Okay, and now let me attack this crazy idea, too. To think that that's strength? What, is it? So it's strength to just use the military at the drop of a pin, which is what the Republicans always want to do, and what Obama's been doing a lot of, unfortunately. In some cases, no, but in other cases, yes. No, see, to me, strength and intelligence are related, you know? I think it takes somebody who is principled is probably the right word. Forget the word strong. Again, I don't like to use those terms. It takes somebody who is principled to say, here's what I'm going to do. I'm only going to use our troops if I absolutely need to as a last resort, because that's what the American people want.